welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. A lot went down in this episode, so let's just get right into this review. So at the very beginning of this episode, Neek ends up meeting up with Nikki, and I was kind of surprised about that because Nikki is the one that stirred up all the drama between Mulan, Neek, and Mehgan and Danielle. But at the same time, in the previous episode, Neek did say that she's not interested in holding on to any grudges, and I can respect that. Now, despite the fact that Neek did say that she's ready to move on, she did end up questioning Nikki on why she was acting like a mean girl towards Mulan, because she ended up going live with Danielle and they were laughing at Mulan for getting hit. And even though Nikki did say that she was drunk during that live stream, she did say that because she's not friends with Mulan, she doesn't feel bad about it. And honestly, I think that it's okay if she's standing on what she did, because at the end of the day, I would rather somebody not apologize if it's not sincere. Now, Nikki ended up going live talking about her ex-boyfriend 4 from Black Ink Crew, and when Neek brings it up, Nikki starts crying. Now, if I was Nikki, I wouldn't even want to talk about him. Like, I would not want to claim him, even though people do know that they dated. But at the same time, I can understand why she's so hurt, because she did say that he wasted her time. Mulan goes shopping with Ashley since she hasn't been feeling well since all the drama that happened in last week's episode between her, Mehgan, Danielle, and Nikki at the cancer event. Mulan opens up to Ashley about how she feels about her body. She said that she feels heavy because of her butt. She did say that she had a breast reduction, but she also had a BBL when she was younger. She does want to get a reduction, but she's scared to go back under the knife, which is understandable. And Ashley gives her advice to just really work out if she wants to reduce her butt. But that if she really does want to do the reduction, she needs to go meet with her doctor to have a conversation about it. Now, I think it's okay to get plastic surgery if that's something that you really want to do. I personally think that you should work out in order to get the body that you want. But if surgery is something that you want to do, I think that you should wait until you get a little bit older, because our bodies do start to fill in more as we age. And at the same time, it's called grown woman weight. So I do think that you should wait until you're a certain age in order to get plastic surgery, because you might get older and realize that you don't actually need it. Now, because Danielle is trying to move on from Rashad, she decided to take a personality test to see what she really wants out of her next relationship. She tells Mehgan that she doesn't know how to receive affection from a guy, so she wants to work on herself so that she knows to be better in her next relationship. And listen, I'm just glad that Danielle is trying to move on, because at the end of the day, sitting around stressing about Rashad and Mackenzie is not going to do anything for her. Now, because Ashley's husband Tony found out late in life that he's on the autism spectrum, they end up going on the Today Show to talk about it, and I think that it can be really helpful to a lot of people who have autism or people who are raising children with autism, so I think that it's good that they're talking about it publicly. Danielle, Mehgan, and Nikki end up going speed dating, and listen, even if it's just for fun, I think that it's good that they're putting themselves out there. They don't have to be in a relationship or serious with anybody. They can just go on dates to see what's out there and to see what they really want. Now, Morgan's boob ended up falling out of her shirt during the speed dating thing, and you know what? She was a good sport about it. She was having a really good time, and it was nice to see Mehgan happy, because in every single episode, she just looks really stressed out. Mehgan is having a live show for her podcast, and she invites everyone to come. Now, she has 4 as a guest because the podcast is about sex, and obviously at this time he was trending because of the things that he was doing sexually. And Mehgan did say that he's the one that reached out to her to be on the podcast, but if Mehgan is Nikki's friend or at least her associate, I think that it's odd that she would invite him knowing that Nikki was going to be there, and the fact that she didn't tell Nikki about it is wrong. The sad thing about it is I really don't feel bad for Nikki, because she was defending Mehgan against Mulan in the previous episode, and she was lying and being messy. And then she just told Neek that she didn't feel bad for laughing at Mulan for getting hit by Danielle, who was supposed to be her friend. So I don't really feel bad for Nikki at this point. Now, Mulan does end up meeting with her doctor to talk about getting a reduction on her butt. I think that it's good that she's talking about it, because people do need to do their research before getting surgery, and you shouldn't get surgery to please someone you're dating or because you're influenced by social media. Now, it's the night of Mehgan's podcast, and Lindsay is the first person to show up. Now, Lindsay ends up asking Mehgan if she's going to talk to Mulan, and she did say that she would talk to Mulan at some point, but she did call Mulan messy. Now, I thought that it was weird that she referred to Mulan as messy after what she's doing to Nikki with this whole podcast episode. I understand that Mehgan has a podcast to do, and so she has to go with what's trending, and he was trending at this time. But I know that she did this on purpose because Nikki did open up to Mehgan about the relationship that she had with Four in this episode. Like, they showed the clip of it. So you know that Mehgan decided to do this on purpose to hurt Nikki. And then on top of that, I don't think that people would really be saying that Mehgan was wrong for having him as a guest if she would have told Nikki about it. If Mehgan would have told Nikki that Four was the guest, Nikki could have decided if she wanted to go or not, and then I don't think that anybody would have said that Mehgan was messy. The fact that she invited Four as a guest and then she invited Nikki to come, that just goes to show that she did it on purpose. And when Four ends up coming on stage, you can see that it was uncomfortable for Nikki. It was all over her face. She was really bothered by it, and you can tell that she felt hurt by Mehgan because she did think that they were building a friendship. And I really did want to feel bad for Nikki in this episode because it was wrong what Mehgan did. But at the same time, she was the one defending Mehgan against Mulan in last week's episode. So I really can't feel bad for her that much. And she was co-signing Mehgan's messiness when it was towards Mulan. Now that it's towards her, I want to see what she's going to have to say. And I also want to be able to see what Morgan and Danielle have to say too, because they've also co-signed Mehgan's messiness. And, you know, Morgan made an excuse for Mehgan's messiness in last week's episode. She said that even though Mehgan is messy, she's real. So I want to see how real Morgan thinks that Mehgan is after this little stunt that she pulled in this episode. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Basketball Wives Orlando. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.